Don't wait till he gets out here to go in. Wait till he just turns back. Good cutters. All right, bring it here. Defense, step back up.
Саня, тебе не телом работать, это языком надо чесать.
So, if we're being forced this way, right? I don't have this. They're forcing me to throw this way. Right? If we're set up like this, that handler, if he's not being pressured, can just step up more. Right? And I can gain lots of yards.
Если на того защитника не оказывает давление, и, допустим, чашка рассредоточена, то он может пройти вперед и получить склад впереди.
So, as an offender, I want that because it's very easy to get past the cup if this pass is already past the cup.
Как атакующий, я очень хочу это ловить точно, потому что пас прошел уже через чашку. Чашки сложнее защищать.
It makes the person who has the disc here, it makes it easier to throw it in the middle of the field and downfield.
Теперь этому человеку, пока чашка сзади, появляется возможность бросить прямо и в центр поля.
So, we need this wing to help out and pressure that throw a little so that it doesn't gain yards. It has to come back.
Если у вас 3 человека забегают,
Is that hard to defend?
это хреново защищаться.
What makes it easier?
3 people. What?
What makes it easier to defend?
Get loud.
What?
Get loud.
Ah!
Get loud.
How about, what are we missing here? Who are we missing?
Кого мы теряем?
The deep deep. Okay, go. 1, 2. The third person in line is now the deep deep.
Юра, 3-й, 7-й,
So he says, no, what's your name? He says, Sasha, run there. Sasha on your left.
Саша.
Coming in left.
Oh, sorry.
Bravo.
Я понял. Я не понял,
So now we have this person talking and helping. Okay?
Okay.
You now have a deep deep. They're your third eye. They're the eye in the back of your head now.
Talbot.
Okay. And the idea
I
is
have
that
question, Talbot.
everyone in the defense is staying in front of offenders, except for the deep deep.
Okay. В защите все стоят перед атакующими, кроме дальнего. Он стоит за ними. I have question. Deep deep talks to short deep, and short deep talks to everybody else. Yes?
Deep deep talks to the wings as well. So to recap what we've gone over, we have the cup.
У нас есть чашка.
Right? With the mark, it's stopping around passes.
С маркером, который не дает обкинуть его.
Right? A middle, who's stopping inside passes.
Центр, который не дает инсайды бросать.
And an offside point, who's stopping that hole.
И третий, который не дает прямые пасы между мидлом и им.
Right? Then, behind them, we have a short deep.
За ними у нас short deep.
Right? Who's talking to the cup.
Он говорит с чашкой.
keeping his eye on players cutting behind it.
Он смотрит на игроков, которые атакуют на раскидывающего.
Listening to the deep,
Слушает дип-дипа.
alright, and taking away cuts
И берет входящий кат.
with his voice by moving the cup,
Его голосом двигая чашку.
and with his body by marking players.
И останавливая телом игроков, ставя корпус.
In general, you probably want your best defender as the short deep.
Должен быть лучший защитник шорт-дипом.
Then we have our wings,
У нас есть винги.
who are responsible for stopping passes down the sidelines.
Они ответственны за то, чтобы не давать пасы по линии.
Okay? Any questions?
Вопросы?
I have two questions. Yes. First you tell that I am left in the first cup. Yes. And this goes to the line. Yes. I must stay straight. Yes. And disc don't throw along the line. But if we have the second cup, I must do the same.
If you have a second cut,
Cup.
Можно по-русски скажи?
Если у нас есть вторая чашка, то я должен сохранять движение и забегать по линии, либо я могу ставить прямой форс.
So if he's in the cup and he is this point, and you in first iteration you told us that first he had to go to close the line and then to go to the thrower. And if we have winger there, should he do the same, or he have to go to the thrower?
yeah. Usually you have on offense, they're going to send multiple people over there, right? They have the wing, which is stopped by the wing, and then maybe a popper in there popping, maybe two poppers. So it depends. What's the first thing you take away?
Какая первая часть, первая?
Are you running blindly to the position, or are you looking downfield?
Ты бежишь тупо на позицию или ты поворачиваешь голову? Если ты
I'm always
поворачиваешь
looking.
Yeah. So if you see your wing there, if you see your wing on the line, then yeah, and there's no one else there, you're here. You're here, and then coming in.
А если твой вингер там?
It all depends on the offense.
Right? If you are, the disc is there and I'm this point, and the disc swings, right? My immediate instinct is to go that way, to look that way. Right? If I see no one's cutting, right, then I can go straight to the disc.
Если ты поворачиваешь голову, смотришь, твоя первая задача повернуть голову и посмотреть, что происходит. Если там никого нет, то ты бежишь к диску сразу же.
Right? But the cut may not be coming down the sideline. It may be coming from the middle of the field as well. Right? The important thing is to look and see and stop and then attack the disc.
Okay. That's a good question.
Yeah.
One more question.
But remember, you have a shadow. You're bringing players with you. So if you jump way out here and then come in, then you're pulling. I'm pulling him with me, right?
Не так подальше.
Here. And then this person is here. Making them throw it that way. But if no one's cutting there, and I can come here, what does that do for me? And my line defender is there, my wing is there, and I can come here. Yeah, there, here. And then they're throwing for a loss of yards, or meters. Yeah?
You had another question though?
Ну, сейчас, let me translate. Вы должны помнить о том, что у вас еще есть вот эти вот тени, и если вы бежите и перекрываете линию, то люди с вами должны двигаться так же и перекрывать эту опасность, которая идет оттуда. Если опасности нет, то вы идете сразу же к защитнику, к раскидывающему. Люди становятся более плотно и перекрывают большую часть поля. Соответственно, если там нет опасности, но ты туда бежишь, ты этих людей тоже тащишь за собой, и, соответственно, открывается больше поля. Этого делать не стоит. Вот. И чего еще? Все.
It's beautiful. Perfect.
Okay. You have another question?
Yes. I play in second cup. Yes. I'm wing. and middle make a cut diagonal.
Yes.
Diagonal cut. What can you recommend to do to second cup? Who must take if he runs from center to the line?
Either the middle or the wing, depending on the other threat. I mean, if they're really flooding that, you play that all the time. Why don't you tell?
So you're saying someone who's downfield cuts behind the cup. The cut is set here, right? It swings, and someone from down there cuts across?
Yes. From center to line. Mm-hmm. Who of us must take? Middle or wing?
He's running like this from the center to the line, not directly to the pass, or he's running like from the center to the line, and
But the disc has been swung.
Yes.
Okay, in theory, the deep covers that. With what? Yes, his voice. Because he knows he can see the line threat and the middle threat. Or maybe the sideline tells you too. But it depends on who's closer. Either the middle is here and you have to sprint and shut it down for a quick second.
And
You
then
know,
go back, or
wait till the cup gets in and then he gets called off by the deep, or the line has to strike in for a second. This way, facing this way, and strikes in.
If the disc is moving quickly, right? Say the cup is coming across and the disc moves, right? The cup is going to be a little behind. Right? So if someone's outside of the cup, right, the short deep needs to help with that. Short deep just can't let them go. The short deep needs to be the one that helps stop them for a second, so that the cup can catch up and clamp on.
and then short deep have to go back to his position.
Then the short deep can drop off a little bit, but the short deep is never standing and looking at the disc.
Okay.
Right? Never, ever in zone defense are you just staring at the disc.
This is why
Right? You're
Julian
always
said-
looking around.
Yeah.
Like you're always moving, you're always listening, you're always having your head on a swivel.
This person has 2 heads and 4 arms. This is not necessarily your best, downfield defender one-on-one, but it's your smartest defender with 2 heads and 4 arms. This person the middle is pivotal just because of that reason. They need to be able to see the field, they need to be able to listen to the deep, they need to be able to talk to the wing.
Let me translate.
Yeah.
So, у этого чувака должно быть 2 головы, 4 руки. Он не должен быть самым быстрым вашим защитником персонально, но он должен быть самым опытным вашим защитником. И чего там еще было? Вроде все. Да,
Голова
и он
на
должен
шарнирах
быть
смотрит там.
Очень умным, да. Он все время смотрит по сторонам и говорит игрокам в чашке, говорит вингерам, смотрит на поле, сопровождает атакующих и так далее. То есть это должен быть самый опытный хоккей. So that's it.
Okay. Now we're going to add one more point to the defense, and then we're going to move on to offense.
Okay.
All right. We talked about the cup just forcing middle.
Мы сейчас говорили о том, что чашка держит форс в центр.
So if they were forcing me this way, right? So it's going to be a cup. Someone else be a cup. Cup. All right. Good. Move back. All right. If it swung over here, right, and that was on the sideline, the cup would move around and force back this way. Right? That's one way of setting up a zone.
Это один путь постановки зоны.
Right? But that one is vulnerable to us as handlers just being able to swing it back and forth and inch our way down the field.
Это дает нам возможность раскидывающим проходить поле, постоянно переводя диск.
So it can also be very threatening
Это может быть опасно,
to instead, so come back here.
Okay. Let's walk over here. And everyone get on the other side of the sideline so that you can see that disc. Here. Yeah.
One more cup.
Or not. Give it 1 meter back. 2 meters back. 2 meters back.
So we showed you, Talbot, we showed you force middle, where they go up, right, and come back, and force it back to the middle, right? We showed you that here. Okay? You can also trap, right, where you only force to one side.
Come out and do the wing.
He's a wing. So here, we throw it here, so stop. Good.
Set him up.
Right, so here, the point is going to the mark. Just do it organically. Right now, he's just forcing to the sideline. Alright, so the mark goes and stays as the mark, and now he's forcing to the sideline. He's even a little behind. To make any throw off the sideline difficult. He can allow this throw though. If he tries to stop this throw by coming around, now that throw is vulnerable. And now we see the middle is helping this lane still. This point is stopping upfield, and this lane and this wing is in here, stopping passes between him and the other point.
Okay, listen up. Slight tweak. This is how some teams do it. What we're going to teach you now, though, is no dump. Okay? You're taking away the dump. You're not marking. You're close enough that you can count, but you're there. There's no dump. You're listening to your sideline. No dump, right. Come here.
Let me translate.
Yeah.
Сейчас они будут учить нас, как сделать так, чтобы они не дали дамп в принципе. Рома должен находиться сзади, но на таком расстоянии, чтобы у него была возможность считать. Они слышат сайдлайн, и чтобы он смещается в ту сторону, куда ему говорит линия.
Good. This person is key. Why? Why is this really, really important? What cannot happen here? Yes, he cannot get broken here because it's just the deep back here, right? So if Julian is right on the sideline, he can actually be 1 foot out of bounds here. This way. If he looks down the sideline, I have to be like this. No, sorry. I have to be jumping. Nothing there. I can't get this looper down the line. Okay?
Right, so that means that he doesn't necessarily want to be very close. Right, if he's very close, I can just throw something over like that.
Этот человек самый главный. Если он видит, что человек смотрит в поле, раскидывающий, то он должен здесь работать, прыгать, он может встать одной ногой в аут, и он не должен быть слишком близко, потому что его обкинут. Но и ему не нужно быть слишком далеко, потому что там есть дип-дип.
Okay, so why don't we want to give this one up?
Почему мы не хотим, чтобы этот перевод
Boom!
прошел?
Broken. This is a trap. Hard trap zone defense right here. This is that scary one. When it's play D, start counting. This is very scary. This is very scary. It's fine. Big arms.
That's a very hard throw.
It is. It's windy.
Not easy.
It's windy. Who do we have there? Who's hunting back here? Who's the hunter? Who's the hunter? Yeah. Short team.
deep.
Short deep is hunting. Who else?
Second middle.
Wing. Right. Right here. This wing is here because what does he have back here? Who's that? What Julian
Talbot,
just
give me a
threw.
second.
What Julian just threw
Give
there
me a
is
second,
really
please.
the only throw. If the cup is doing their job.
Talbot. Give me a second, please. So we have... Ребята, у нас здесь страшная защита, очень страшная, потому что эти все пасы, они тяжелые, и вот там еще один самый важный человек, он главный охотник.
Designed to force that throw there, where the deep can go and eat that up.
Эта защита сделана так, чтобы вынудить раскидывающего бросить опасный пас, который дальний может перебить.
Because usually this is run when it's windy like today, and we would be running it down in that corner, and this throw is right upwind and it's going to float. And we want that. Maybe they make one, maybe they make two, but they won't make a third one. Okay? Big cup. Here, this is very scary for the thrower.
Это, ну, вот если мы атакуем сейчас по ветру, то любой бросок такой, он зависнет, и его будет легко перебить. Возможно, они сделают один, возможно, сделают два, но третьего у них точно не получится. И чашка должна прыгать, пугать его и перекрывать пасы. Они должны занимать больше места, чем они занимают на самом деле.
Okay, if we have time after we talk about the offense, we'll practice this. Okay? Because this is great technology, especially when it's windy. We weren't expecting this much wind today.
После того, как мы попробуем атаку, мы поиграем эту защиту, потому что она очень классная, и они не рассчитывали, что сегодня будет такая хорошая ветреная погода, и вот сейчас для нее самое время.
Any questions? That means a cutter is getting too close to this. So it's not a double team. Right? So if I hear crash,
Если вы слышите крэш, вы не должны поворачиваться, не должны перекрывать этого человека, вы просто вбегаете сюда и смыкаете чашку, потом выдыхаете.
it's mostly going to be verbally, for me, probably not this person. Probably not the middle middle.
Только
Yeah. It's also, they're pulling a player in. Usually in zone you want to spread. So if they pull two people in here, you know, like this, we're listening to the sideline, to the short deep. Maybe it's that offensive player. And now, whoever's here, this person can crash because there's no threat there. And it's sideline help and short deep talking. So that they maybe get a couple here. But then, yeah, and then he has to go
I'm not there anymore.
Понятно. Если второй раскидывающий прибежал сюда, они могут пройти какое-то время, но если мы сделаем крэш, то мы не позволим им это сделать, не позволим проходить короткими пасами, и раскидывающему придется уйти на свою обычную позицию. Здесь он больше не может быть полезным.
Good. Okay,
quick break.
quick
Yeah.
drink.
Hey, take
Check time.
yeah.